Hi everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Ivan Das. A quick introduction about myself. I am a certified ethical hacker by EC-Council and I'm a CEI, that is a Certified EC-Council Instructor. So I have passed this certificate, so I am authorized. Officially I can teach Certified Ethical Hacker version 11 by EC-Council, which is a world famous certificate. And the agenda, a reason of recording this video, the agenda is to demonstrate you guys a little bit of theory and little bit of practical from the CEH v11 course. I will choose a topic randomly and then I will deliver it. So right now I actually you can't see my screen right now, but I will share it shortly. So let me switch to the screen. So I hope you can see my screen, and this is my certificate. This is my certificate number. I'm a certified EC-Council instructor. So now let me start my browser. This is Aspen portal where students can, after they register from the accredited training center, training partner of EC-Council, or if you buy directly from EC-Council, so you have to register in the subdomain of EC-Council where you can access your courseware. You will get a registration code. It's called subscription code of CEH v11 Certified Ethical Hacker, where you can put that. You have to go to my courses and then there will be an option when then your course will be unlocked. And in my case I'm an instructor, so this is my account and I'm logged in Aspen. And I have my instructor material. These are the instructor materials, and also you will get CEH v11. When you enroll for CEH v11, you will get some tools here. So this tool you can download and then you can practice hands-on practicals. And I have when you click, it will redirect you to bookshelf. This is CEI instructor material and these are the student material. So I will just show you my presentation. Let's start scanning the network. So CEH, we have 20 modules starting from introduction to ethical hacking, and it ends with the 20th module called cryptography. And the practical starts from the second module, that is footprinting and reconnaissance. The first module, introduction to ethical hacking, you'll learn about all sort of ethical, like what is different between hacking and ethical hacking. You'll learn about a new concept, cyber kill chain, and then you'll learn about different tactics and procedures of adversaries, and we'll learn the same tools and techniques used by a real hacker or malicious hacker who does hacking illegally, and we'll learn same tools and techniques to defend the organization by doing security assessment and then expose or reveal the vulnerabilities so that the organization can performs the countermeasures. They can implement proper security controls, etc. So I'll just demonstrate. There are different modules. We'll go when you enroll the official course. We'll start with module 1, but this is just a demonstration video, so I will start with scanning the network. This is module 3, and if I go to the objective, you can see this is the objective. I can enlarge this one. So this module's objective, every module when you study you will get the objective, and then also in lab manual I will show you the lab manual is there, as well as if you are subscribed to iLabs you can also see the lab manual in the right hand side, and also you can practice it in the browser. I will come to it shortly, but this is about scanning. So this module objective is to understand about how network scanning is done, what kind of tools we can use. There are different tools actually that can be used to scan the network, and then we will understand how we can discover the host, and we can perform various scanning techniques, and then we can do operating system discovery, that is also known as banner grabbing, and then we'll understand various techniques to scan beyond IDS and firewall, that is if there is a security control in place, how we can scan beyond the intrusion detection systems and firewalls. And then finally we'll draw the network diagram, but For this is just a short video where I will just demonstrate scanning tool and a little bit of practical as well. So this is theory part, and then we'll jump into the practical, hands-on practical. So let's go to the next thing. So here we'll learn about the networking concept, like network scanning concepts. Then we'll learn about different scanning tools. In this module it is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 module flow. Like first part is a network scanning concept, then scanning tools. We'll learn about different scanning tools, how we can scan the network using different scanning tools, open source scanning tools, and then we can perform the host discovery, and then port and service discovery. Then we'll do banner grabbing, that is operating system discovery. Then we'll scan beyond intrusion detection and firewall, and then finally we'll draw the network diagram. So let's see the overview of scanning. So network scanning, it refers to a set of procedures and identify. The main purpose of performing the network scanning is to identify what kind of host this the operating system, like what operating system this host is using, what kind of ports they have, like if the port is in which state, like is it open or closed, what kind of services they are running, if there is a vulnerable version. So we have to check all that. And then a network scanning is a kind of a component of intelligence gathering, or you can say is performing collecting information about any vulnerabilities or security weaknesses, so that the attacker can target. So we as an ethical hacker will find, and you can use the same tools and techniques as the real hacker, but we won't do anything bad. We won't compromise or gain. We will of course try to gain unauthorized access, but we will not actually unauthorized disruption or modification of data, but only unauthorized access, and we'll see and write in the report and suggest countermeasures so that the security team or the concerned team of that organization can implement the security controls and countermeasures. So this is the objective. We have to find out the host, if the host is alive or not, mainly because it might be down as well as up. If it is up, we'll consider it as alive. We'll discover various hosts in the network, internal network or in the network, and different hosts. After identifying different hosts, we'll try to identify the IP addresses and then open ports and live host, and then also discover about the operating system these hosts are running. Is it Linux, is it Windows, etc. And then system architecture. Then we'll discover different services and discover if these services are vulnerable, if this host running some vulnerable services, vulnerable services, like the version might be vulnerable. So this is what we'll look after during the scanning, and then we'll use a tool, like we'll use different tools and different scanning techniques, but let's discuss about NMAP. NMAP is a graphical network mapper actually. Graphical network mapper is called ZenMap, and then it is also CLI, command line interface. NMAP can be used. So this is a command, and you can see this is ZenMap, the graphical version of NMAP, and we can perform using different switches or different functionality and the scan. We can run the scan according to our requirement. So first we'll discover live host. For that, let's switch to another subdomain of EC-Council. This is actually iLabs. This is another subdomain of EC-Council where you after you register for CEH v11, you'll get a subscription code for this as well, and it will, after you log in, it will redirect to this domain, and where you will see all sort of labs. But now you can click on launch scanning the network lab, that is module 3, and it will open in a new tab, and we can practice the labs in the browser itself. So I have already launched it, as you can see, and now this is what it looks like. So in the right hand side, the scanning network module, you will see all the scenario, objective of the lab, and overview of what we are going to do, and step by step instruction. There will be different tasks that and the students need to perform. All students they can follow this instruction very easily, like clearly written, and the instructor, myself, I will also give you the demonstration and clear all your doubts. Whatever confusions you have, I'll try to clear it during the course. So we'll just jump into perform host discovery, that is discover whether the host is alive or not. So NMAP, it also comes in a graphical, as I said, GenMap, but if I have to show in the terminal, so let's open a new terminal and I will type nmap and then minus help. So this will give you all the possible options that can be used using nmap, which is in terminal. Like in terminal, we can perform host discovery, we can use SN, that is ping scan, disable port scan. We'll use this, and we'll use different scanning techniques. We can do acknowledgement scan, we can do port service detection, and nmap also. This is kind of confusing if you are not familiar with Linux, but we'll just give you all brief when we start the course live. Also, let me clear the screen. Wrong command. Clear. So again, we can type manual and then nmap. It will give you the manual for nmap. So the nmap is a network mapper, and it is an open source tool for network exploration and security auditing. And you can read all that. Like this is a big manual. Like if you have to spend time and read all about. So there is also, because network scanning is illegal, we cannot perform network scanning without permission. So nmap, they have specified a URL where we can actually test, that is scanme.nmap.org. so we can scan the functionality of nmap and see this, which is legal because they have provided it for the public use. But without permission we are not supposed to scan, because scanning without permission is illegal. So we are performing this scanning in iLabs, which is legal again, because we are performing it in a separate private environment, virtual environment. So now we'll perform host discovery. So as a professional ethical hacker or penetration tester, after performing the first step like information gathering or reconnaissance, it's also known as reconnaissance. So we'll perform further, we'll try to perform the scanning, network scanning, to detect active network system devices in the target network. So during scanning assessment, we will come across different devices, their IP address, if they are alive or not, up or down. So we'll use nmap for this practical demonstration. Now we'll perform host discovery. So host discovery in a subnet, in the internal network, like there will be many computers or any devices, hosts in the subnet. So whether they are up or not, we'll just scan the network, entire network, and then see. In this network, in the subnet, we have Windows 10, Parrot Security Operating System, then Windows Server 2019, Windows Server 2016, Ubuntu, and Android. So out of all this, like actually these are all in the same network, that is in the subnet. So all the subnets, these have the internal IP address. Windows 10 has 10.10.10.10, Parrot Security 10.10.10.13, Windows Server 10.10.10.19, and Windows Server 2016 it has 10.10.10.16, and so on, like Ubuntu and Android. So we'll just discover the entire subnet, like that is 10.10.10. It starts with .1 to 255, as we know. So 1 is the default gateway, and then from 2 to 255 we'll just discover the entire subnet, and we won't do port scanning. There is a functionality, we will leave port scanning, and then we'll just jump and check whether the host is alive or not. So here we have the instruction. So first we'll log in to Windows 10. I'm not using the nmap command line that I showed you earlier, but instead we can type Ctrl-Alt-Delete to see the login prompt, and then we'll just log into Windows 10. This is Windows 10 machine. After I log in, I'll be inside, and then I'll have to open ZenMap, which is graphical GUI, the GUI version of nmap. It is already installed here. This is nmap GenMap. So this is how it looks. NMAP. So here we can specify the target that we are scanning. So right now I'm in Windows 10. My IP address is 10.10.10. So I'll be scanning anyone, like maybe I will scan Windows Server or Windows Server 2019 or 2016. If I'm scanning Windows Server 2019, the IP address will be 10.10.10.19. That we'll find out. And there are different commands that we can use, like T4 minus capital A for aggressive scanning, minus small v for verbose output, and we have different profiles here, like intense scan profile. It will change. This is intense scan actually. So we can scan as a ping scan also, that is minus SN. It will disable port scanning and also check only live host discovery. So we can also create our own profile, but for this demonstration I will show you here. So it says minus SN disable port scan and minus PR performs ARP ping scan, address resolution protocol ping scan. So for this like practical, we'll just target Windows Server 2016, that is 10.10.10.16, and scan. So in NMAP, and this is the command nmap minus SN, then minus PR, and then target IP address. So PR performs ARP ping scan. Here we'll custom the scan. We won't use any profile, so we'll just backspace and delete this, and then the target IP address will be this one, 10.10.10.16. so we'll use 10.10.10.16. we are performing a host discovery network scan, and this is the IP address of 10.10.10.16 is Windows Server 2016 actually. And here in the command we will specify as SN, that is disable port scanning, and then also we'll give minus or hyphen PR, and then we can start the scan here. Here we'll click it scan, and it will start performing the scan. And as you can see, the scan is complete, and we have disabled port scan, so it is not showing any open ports and all, but it shows that one IP address, one host is up. That means 10.10 is up. Likewise, we can scan the entire subnet as well. Actually there should be a space here. We can scan entire subnet, for example 10.10.10.10. so we can specify 0 and then /24 to scan all 0 to 255, 10.10.10.1 to 10.10.10.255 entire subnet. It will take time, or we can like give 10.10.10.1 or 0 to, for example we have 19. So 10.10.10.0 to 10.10.10.19, 0 to 19, everything will be scanned, and then we'll get the result. So we'll start. So now as you can see, we have 9, this is up to 10.10.13 is up, 10.10.14 is up, and then 10.10.16, 10.10.19 is good shopping, that is IP address of Windows Server 2019, and then 10.10.10.10, that is the IP address of Windows 10 machine. So this is how we do a host discovery and see whether the host is up or not. So it says host is up, host is up, host is up. So out of port number 0 to 19, only we have 1, 9, 13, 14, 16 and 10. These are all machines within this range that are up. So this is a short demonstration on how we can perform port scan. We discuss about the theory part and then give a little practical as well. So similarly, if you want to scan the same thing using NMAP, so we can do that as well. For example, NMAP minus help, we have a because I don't have a host to scan right now, because I'm using my host computer is running Kali Linux, and here I have a IP, like that is legal to scan actually, IPN as well as URL. So scanme.org. Quick quickly checking the website address. It's not here. I think it's man NMAP. I can see. I think it's in NMAP. Yeah. This is the IP, not IP, but the website address where we can scan. So let's scan scanme.nmap.org. Like the same scan. This scan was demonstrated in ZenMap graphical version, but now I will show you in terminal, like nmap. Then I will use the same command -sn, then -pr, and instead of that particular IP address, I will use scanme.org and check whether it is up or not, discovering the host actually. And actually there is a typo, that's why it's NAP, not NAP but NMAP. So this time NMAP, it started scanning and it says like the host is up. That means this is scanme.org and its IP address is this 45.33.32.156 is up. So this was a quick demonstration on how we can scan using NMAP in the command line interface CLI, as well as in graphic GUI, graphical user interface. This is ZenMap. So I hope I'm clear with my theory, like theoretical part of scanning as well as practical part of scanning, and hopefully see you soon. And so far I mean to say, like we have like this is for now, like this is all for today, and this is all for now for this particular video, and hope to catch you or see you soon. Thanks for watching so far, and wish you happy hacking, as well as if you guys join, you learn new things and skills as an ethical hacker. You learn interesting topics. So I hope you join CEH v11 soon. See ya soon. Thank you.